Level 6.
And although the princess has come home, she is still remaining quiet on where she was during her missing time, but frankly, I do not care. She's got that look at me, I'm back attitude, and it reflects in her style. You know it. She was seen returning to the castle rocking those possibly was kidnapped leggings, all while sporting a I might have just run away and ran out of money hooded cloak. What do you think she's gonna be wearing at the wedding? No idea, but no doubt it will complement her chosen spouse's home kingdom. That's right. Princess Desdemona has finally made her choice, and it's Prince Phineas Pomp of the Kingdom of Petrard. I knew it was going to be them. It was the obvious choice from the get-go. So obviously obvious. So long, Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. You just didn't make the cut. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Bye. Bye.
So, she made her choice. Her life is filled with intrigue, and I feel like I am now somehow intertwined with her fate's path.
That's because you are.
Oh well, off to go see what the gang's up to.
Bye.
Oh, looks like we've got a note.
There's a note from Dad.
That's what I just said. Dear Lil, here is some excuse why I can't work the guard shed today. Love, Dad.
Back to the guard shed for me. Wait a minute, where's the chronometer? I always leave it right here. Not in or under there. There it is. What's it doing under the bed? Spooky. I don't remember putting it there. Wait, what time is it? I don't want to be late. For a time machine, you'd think they could have at least put a clock on it somewhere.
There's a clock on top.
The praetor has been greatly dishonored by your Princess Desdemona. This rebuke is a slap in the face to all Marvog.
On behalf of the Sprawl, I sincerely apologize to the Praetor. I can assure you there was no malice intended on the part of the princess. It just didn't work out.
Your words mean nothing to us, as the Sprawl is now the sworn enemy of the Marvog. The next time we meet, it will be on the field of battle. Petag!
Wouldn't that be the stage for the ballet?
Well, that's not great.
The Royal Writ. Excerpt from a Petrardian book of etiquette and manual politeness. There's a general distaste for non-humans in Petrard. However, any formal event is elevated by the presence of elves. Delicate beauty rules the day when it comes to the meal. Remember the golden rule, even in the face of total catastrophe, dignity, always dignity. Excerpt from a wedding survivor's guide to the Margol Empire. The guest senses were assaulted at one of their week-long wedding battles. Admiration was heaped upon people around me wearing war paint. The more hardcore, the better. The smell of meat and blood hung in the air. Their approach to food was utilitarian. It was treated mostly as an afterthought. Reports indicate a dramatic increase in secret meetings and rumblings of revolution. To admit a goblin is to be hit with a $40 gold fine, no exceptions. That's striker at the behest of the council. The wedding is almost upon us. Have your eyes open for vendors and artisans making their way into the sprawl for the big event. I'll be in my office if you need me. Ash. That Wakanadan prince I sent all my banking information to finally came through with my share of the gold. Call me if you're in a pinch. Rich in friends and gold, Malcolm. Okay. All right, so I have 9. I should be able to get everything up. And I don't think I hope, well, no, I wouldn't be able to, okay. I wouldn't be able to add anything until later. Anyway, from, Garby's. All right, so that's what I've got.
Michael!
Hello, Lil.
What, no more sparkly suit?
It was a rental. Besides, today I'm here in a different capacity, to help coordinate the royal wedding.
You sound so thrilled.
You have a lot of jobs, Mike.
And wedding planning is my least favorite out of all of them. Tell you what, why don't you be the wedding planner for the day? What do you think?
You want me to do 2 jobs?
I think it's very irresponsible to get a 12-year-old girl to do 2 grown men's separate jobs.
All you have to do is choose the music, decorations, and food menu for the big event. It's simple, just let in the one you like the best. Or the one you think the groom would like best. Or who the bride will like. I'm sure it's not really going to affect anything. Or it might. See, it's simple. Do you want me to explain it again?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, good. The only thing I hate more than wedding planning is talking about wedding planning. The wedding musicians will be coming by for you to choose first. Here's the gold. See you later, Lil.
Okay. You have 350 gold remaining in the wedding planning budget.
Whoa, this gig pays great!
The money's not for you. There's 3 choices for music, food, and decor, and each comes with its own price tag. The gold is the budget for the wedding.
The cheap royal wedding.
Do I have enough money to just pick the most expensive choices? The most expensive choices are going to be the best, right?
Not necessarily. And no, you don't have enough. Anything over budget will have to come out of your own pocket.
I see.
But if there's any money left over, you get to keep it.
I see.
We're on a tight timeline, so keep an eye on your action points. You've got 4 per round, so that's talking to everybody once, or to 2 folks twice. You get the idea. Need that run by you one more time?
Nah, I think I got it.
Remember, you do the choosing. I'll be here to record your choice and keep track of the budget.
Okay, Lil, it's no biggie. Just choose the 3 most important elements of any wedding and try not to stress that it's a royal one. You got this.
Hello, young lady. The name is Jacob Fiddlestein, and me and my accordion here play all the polka conga you kids are so crazy about these days.
He begins to sing.
A 1 and 2 and polka conga 2 and 3 and polka conga 3 and 1 and polka conga. Hey! Hoy, I nearly winded myself there.
Hello, hi, hello. My name is Suzette Courgette, and I sing with my voice. I do the slow songs and the nice songs and some of the ones you know.
Vlad Extreme here, mate. I know what you're thinking. What is the baddest, metalist bad boy of death metal playing some skit royal wedding? Well, I ain't here just to collect a big paycheck, mate. I'm here to stick it to the bourgeoisie and not take any of their crap, mate. Rock and roll all life long.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Do you love me too? That's a little sample, I guess, if you'd like. I'm, real hit at weddings, people say.
Do we get to find out how much they cost, or...
Have you made up your mind?
Okay, so... Oh. Suzette Courgette costs $100. You have 350 gold remaining in the wedding planning budget. Are you sure? That will probably drop me down to 250, and I will probably, for what I want to do, I will probably end up cutting into my own money. Yes.
Oh, that is, so lovely of you. I'll start warming up right now.
Good choice, maybe. I'll write this down and be back when the next group turns up. See ya, kid.
Although I will say, we have a local Bavarian restaurant that they have polka nights.
Well, if it isn't the Edward, the great magician. Got another group of brats to entertain? Where are you pulling a rabbit out of now?
I'm afraid I've put my days of magic and illusions behind me.
You got kicked out of the Magicians Union, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Seems people preferred the actual dark arts to my light entertainment. No matter though, I've got a new career now.
Working at your parents' garden shop?
Psst, they wish. I'm a wedding officiant. I'm here to officiate the royal wedding.
Really? You? I mean, you are?
I am.
So it's the Edward, the wedding officiant now, is it?
Of course it isn't. Do you know how ridiculous it was for me to have the Edward the Magician as my name? It was so redundant.
That's what I said.
I can't believe nobody ever told me. Two these? I must have looked like an idiot.
Well, when you put it that way.
So now it's just Edward the official officiant, with only one the, thank you very much.
Yeah, he's on the up and up.
That does sound official.
I had to take a 3-hour course at the Elven Community College to get it.
That's what it takes to get your name changed. Was there anything? Let's do a truth spray on him. Just to see if he says anything.
I can't believe I couldn't make it as a magician. I'm devastated. But being a wedding officiant isn't that bad of a job, right? You're still performing magic. You're creating a bond between two people for the rest of their lives. Just like how you bonded together those magic rings, and those never came apart. Note to self, don't let the bride or groom allow you to do any magic tricks with their wedding rings.
Boy. Okay. Make their way to the sprawl for the big... I'll be in my office if you need me, Ash. Okay. So, contact Ash.
Hello, Councilwoman Ash? I'm sorry to bug you on such a busy day, but...
Lil, thank goodness you called. Seems in all the chaos of organizing this wedding so fast, we forgot to hire someone to officiate the ceremony. Do you know anyone who could do the job last minute?
That's convenient.
This has got to be a joke, right?
I never joke, Lil. Well, that's not true. I often share a laugh with my fellow political and high society types.
Yeah, you have no sense of humor, though.
But this is beside the point. Find someone now, and quickly, and don't dally.
Why am I doing all the adult jobs?
Well, Eddie, it seems dreams do come true. They forgot to hire an officiant and are looking for someone to work the gig. Think you got what it takes?
Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes! See, Mom and Dad, I knew hard work and persistence would pay off in the end.
Let's chalk this one up to dumb luck. Good luck, Edward.
Thanks again, friend.
That's the Edward. No, it's not the
We're
Edward.
not friends.
Oh my god. Are Edward and I friends?
Alright. Fate seemed to smile as you connected this wannabe officiant with the desperate Councilwoman Ash.
Hello there, I'm back. On to the decorator candidates. I don't have to tell you how important the interior decorations and overall aesthetic of a wedding can be. I don't have to tell you, because I refuse to tell you. Anyways, here they are, take your shot. Hello again, Mum. Thought I'd see my way down to do some decorating for the royal wedding. Ain't much of a decorate per se, but I got my cerulean blue, blood red, and cadmium green with me, so I'd go do something with them, I suppose.
Hello! I've got some grand ideas, you know, for how the royal wedding should be. You might not know it, but I read all the latest wedding magazines down at the salon when I'm getting the old do done, and apparently what's in these days is meat. Big bold slabs of meat on the wall. It gives things a real abattoir feel, so they say. So I guess I'd go with that.
And let's ask Miranda here.
Who am I, you ask? Only the editor of the biggest wedding magazine in circulation right now. There's no one else who can do the royal wedding justice, darling. Surely you've seen my work. Just don't look in last year's issue, darling. I went on a real tangent about slaughterhouses one night, and my team printed everything I said. Blame the Quaaludes. But this year, darling, we'll do something daring. Daring and bold, darling. Can you feel it? Here's my Pinterest board, which is totally a thing that exists in the world of this game.
Fourth wall. As if by magic, images of a wide array of impeccably decorated events appear before Lil's eyes.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes. I think this exhausts... Now, if I had 350, this... That will leave me with 100 remaining. Yes.
Fine. I will decorate your provincial little affair.
And it's set in stone. I'll write this down and be back with the next group. See ya, kid.
Alright, Meryl Streep it is.
It is I, Articulous Flamehands, a contestant you did not find worthy on the hit show So You Think You Can Save a Princess. Not going to lie, that really stung. In any case, I have a message to deliver to the High Council of the Mages Guild. So if there's nothing else, I will be on my way.
Yeah, no.
Oh, it is getting harder and harder for mages to communicate openly, so everyone is resorting to this secret message, cloak and dagger nonsense.
Yeah,
Between
well,
us,
you've gotta...
There's talk of mages dabbling in the magic that dares not speak its name.
Yeah, I've already had one of them. I trust him, I don't trust his message.
A lot of times, finger pointing can be a sign that there's more to the story than one side has to offer. Keep your wits about you.
That is wise beyond her years.
How old are you again?
Old enough.
Old enough to have, like, 3 grown jobs. If he's got that message, I want to decode it because he said it was
can
under...
I see the letter you're delivering?
Incredible! Let me see.
Mumbles unintelligibly.
No, this cannot be true. These renegade mages are more deeply embedded than I thought. I was sent to deliver this? Dear child, thank you for saving me from myself. I must flee and work to weed out the bad actors within the guild. Dark days lie ahead. Be careful. Your name was also mentioned in the letter.
Okay, so do I get to see the letter? I guess not. You have to reveal some of the murky goings-on within the Mages Guild and save Articulus becoming an accessory to it. But I want to know what it said.
Alright, kid, can you feel it? We're almost done. This is the last hellish choice you'll have to make as a wedding planner. I, for one, cannot wait to be finished. Just hurry up and pick the food option for the wedding so we can get out of here.
I'm not allowed to leave.
Alright.
Monty's has the soup. That's all I'm allowed to say.
Yeah, you wouldn't by chance be the Kelly that was referenced much earlier.
Good afternoon. I am here today representing Catering Corp regarding a contract to provide the sustenance for the large gathering known as the Royal Wedding. Catering Corp is willing to provide the base amount of calories needed to sustain such a high-capacity event in return for appropriate remuneration. I am accompanied by samples of our food and a detailed list of ingredients available upon request.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle François Saint-Français, head waiter à la Chez de la Maison. We provide the finest and the fanciest of delicacies for the newly married royal couple and their guests. Only the smallest portions for the highest prices, of course. Very chichi pompon for the snootiest of people. A place someone like you or anyone you know would never get into, no matter how hard you tried.
I'm pretty sure I have an in with the princess. I know this is gonna end up having to go into my
Here is the tasting menu, printed on the skin of the rarest hippogriff.
Endangered mythical creature. Fancy.
The menu reads 1. We begin with a chimera consommé, followed by a braised basilisk. We cleanse the palate with some delightful chupacabra churros.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes. How much is it going to cost me? Okay, it'll only dip into my funds $50 if I do this. And Malcolm did give me $100, so that's kind of a little bit of a boost that I had. So we'll up it Le Chaise de la Maison costs 150 gold. You have 100 gold remaining in the budget. Are you sure you want to pay out of pocket to hire this vendor? Yes. My gift to...
Ah, c'est magnifique.
The princess. He laughs delightedly in French.
Thank God this nightmare of a job is over. All the rest of you go home. Good choosing, kid. Well, at least I hope it's good. I wouldn't want to be the one responsible for messing up something like a royal wedding. Anyways, goodbye.
I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I have nothing to declare on my person, and I demand to be allowed entry.
Wait a minute, I remember you. You were the speaker at the, Viva la Gobblelucion.
Indeed, I was. Today, I understand that the doors to the Sprawl are closed to my people. You have a choice. You either let me in and incur the penalty, or you arrest me. I'm sorry that you are the one in this position, but I must take this stand. For the good of us all, Viva la Gobblelucion!
Let's see. I mean, I want to let him in. But... with this, I know... but maybe I will...
I have no further statement to make beyond the following. I am a citizen of the Sprawl.
You already said that.
I have nothing to declare on my person, and I demand to be allowed entry.
I mean, I trust you.
You know, there's a real hefty fine for letting goblins into the Sprawl. With the wedding coming up, security is at an all-time high.
I am a law-abiding citizen of the Sprawl. Why should my being a goblin impact the security of anything? I demand to be allowed entry.
Because they made being a goblin illegal. Let's do one more time.
The treatment of my people, and indeed most all non-humans in the Sprawl, is a disgrace, a national embarrassment. If I do not have the freedom to come and go from my home as I please, what do I have? So once again I say to you, I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I have nothing to declare on my person, and I demand to be allowed entry.
Look, I agree that it's awful that non-humans have been singled out by this decree. Is there any way you could help me pay the fine that I would be charged by letting you in?
I will have no part in paying 1 cent towards the draconian and completely illegal tax on my personhood.
Okay, with that, it says I can call Malcolm, so let's call Malcolm and see what Malcolm can do.
Intriguing. You seem to be caught between a rock and another equally hard rock. Tell you what, I'll take care of the fine if you let him in. I just gotta see what the GLA has planned.
Ah.
You know about the GLA?
It figures Malcolm would be like that. He just wants to watch the world burn.
Of course I do. Founding member. Well, not really, but of course I know of them. I don't just sit down here reading and writing Yelp reviews for Monty's. Although I do that a lot too.
You'll pay if I let him in?
Bingo! Let me just find my wallet.
Yeah. That's gonna be a checks in the mail thing. Okay. He said he'd let him in, so we're going to admit.
You've got a lot of backbone, kid. You're standing on the right side of history today. You should come by the GLA headquarters again sometime. On behalf of the entire GLA, thank you. Viva la Gobblelucion!
Alright. You know that Malcolm would sympathize with Chuck's plight. You circumvented the draconian speciesist rule without getting dinged. It's not that Malcolm didn't sympathize with Chuck's plight. He just knows that there's going to be chaos by letting a goblin in.
Where's Hamish? I really don't have time for...
Say, you there, little girl? I need to get to the other side of the sprawl without delay. I need you to listen to me. This is time sensitive. I know you got your instructions, but it's important that I get going quickly.
Let me see. So, there is about artisans and stuff that could go.
I swear someone was supposed to give you guys a heads up that I was coming. Let me spell it out for you. I went to school to become an ice sculptor. My parents said, you'll never make a living at it. And they were right. Until the royal wedding, that is. This is my big break. I got the ice. I sculpted it. Now I have to deliver it. It's hot out. Just let me through so I can prove my parents wrong.
Okay.
Sounds like you're under a lot of pressure. I'll try to get you on your way.
Yep.
Thank you. You have been an immeasurable help in the battle for my parents' approval.
All right. Admit. Because vendors get fast-tracked.
I can't thank you enough. Sorry for coming in hot. Weddings are the worst. If you can get close enough, take a look at my sculpture. I'll throw something in there just for you. Gotta go.
All right. You let her in before too much of her masterpiece could melt. Good work. If she had just come in saying, I have an ice sculpture for the wedding, boom, I would have let it go. Let her go in right away. All right, Cecil hands Lil a letter. Dear little guards person, it has reached my ears that for whatever reason you were entrusted with planning the wedding for our dear Prince Finus. I am delighted by the choices you made, and I have authorized an award to award you a bonus of 100 gold. And a plaque with your name has been affixed to a bench with a lovely view of the sulfur refineries in our capital. Yours, the Praetorian Envoy. Oh, yay. Just what I wanted. I'll take the 100 gold, though, because that helps. So between that and Malcolm, I made money. All right. Due to your exceptional job performance, you were paid 30 gold for this shift. Alright, Fate seemed to smile as you connected. This one would be efficient to... okay, so this is rereading. Alright. Continue. And we have plenty of money now that I can go and get. And something's going on with my chronometer.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Uh-oh.
Salve illegpuela. Regno meo grata.
Hello, little girl. Welcome to my realm.
I need to get out of here. And fast.
What's the rush? Stay and play for a while. Haha.
Think, Lil. Think.
Hospices in hoc regno. Atulistina donna solita.
This one doesn't work. Are you kidding me? This isn't working. The line is dead? What?
Lever does nothing. What do I do? What do I do?
This isn't working.
Yeah, no, he's counting down. The demon continues to speak. If only you understood a thing it was saying. Oh, that was close.
What the was that? That was next level.
Yeah, I think that now that I'm out of it, I would be kind of like...
That was terrifying. And also... incredible! Where was I just then? Was that a demon? I've never seen anything like that before. Nobody's ever gonna believe me. I'm gonna go down to the dig site to throw this stupid time machine down a deep hole. Okay, Lil, get it together. You can still do this.
Yeah, that's not what I want to see. Alright, so we have several different... We're going straight to the dig site. No ifs, ands, or buts.
You've gotta take it back. Got too real with your chronometer 3000 thing today. I don't want it anymore.
Hi, Bee. So nice to see you, Bee. Your paper in the Journal of Dwarven Medicine was a revelation, Bee.
Well, excuse me, but I was just pulled into what I'm guessing was a parallel dimension and was almost murdered by a demon.
How unfortunate. I always wondered what the byproduct of St. Bartholomew Inglebrook's lunar incantation would have on the relationship between time and interplanar folding.
That was a reference that those two goblins made.
Stop it. I don't care about any of that. Just take it back.
I'm sorry, I truly am, but we've come too far. I'm sorry I've been absent, but I've been watching, and the readings I've been receiving have been very promising.
I don't care.
But you would care if everything and everyone you knew and loved was at risk.
Yeah, I could leave.
Everything might seem like we're in a storybook, but open your eyes. We're on the verge of a civil war from inside the walls, and if you hadn't heard, the princess just pissed off some very powerful people. It is in your best interest to continue to help me with the device, because who knows when we will need to rewind time and something more important than which nobody you chose to send to the dungeon today. And you're here, after allegedly going toe-to-toe with an interplanar demon. I trust you.
Well, at least one of us does.
I'm not
Fine.
gonna keep doing this forever. You and everyone else are gonna owe me a childhood, you know?
Keep helping me with the chronometer 3000, and we can see about making that happen for you.
Alright. Let's go to GLA headquarters. A tangled web of corruption and lies and some coupons. There's Monty's.
Hello? Hello? I brought the orange slices. Was today a regular meeting day or one of those top secret planning for what's gonna happen at the princess's wedding days? Is anybody here?
I'm here?
Are you here for the meeting?
I don't think so.
I could be.
Then you can't have any orange slices.
Those aren't orange slices. Those are just the rinds.
I got hungry.
The images started to appear all over the sprawl in the past few months. Now you know what it means. Viva la Gavolucion. Testing, what's the deal with the mole people? Hello, is this thing on?
What's this?
I've gone back to where it started to find myself in light. We were apart for more than a lifetime, but now it will be right. P.S. Remember to bring running shoes.
I have a feeling the GLA leader wrote that. At least, I'm sure that troll over there didn't. I wonder what it means.
It's amazing that the GLA keeps their headquarters secret. This place is huge. Alright, let's go to Garby's shop, and then we'll go to the tavern. Mr. Fantastico!
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Well, there's always tomorrow.
You've been at this a while. You should have enough cash by now to power up your arsenal. Take a look.
Okay. Now I got some serious money. What do I want to buy? I think, because I'll have 10 total, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. Looking, I think I want maybe no, I can't make up my mind. I don't really use the bullwhip. But I don't really. Let's see. That would be 160. This is math. Which would leave me about 70. So I could do 1, 2, 3, and then I could get 2 more crystals. All right. See you tomorrow, Mr. Fantastico. You know what? Forget him.
Hello again, Mr. Dwarf. What are you still doing here?
Hello to you, little guards person. Since we last met, I've decided to try my luck here in the sprawl.
Not to be insensitive, but things aren't the greatest for non-humans right now.
I know, but trust me, out there it's even worse. And Arda's letting me stay until I can get on my feet, in exchange for fixing a few things around here.
Oh?
Like the jukebox?
Like the rat-infested generator room downstairs. But tell you what, if you've got 5 gold, I can buy the components I need from Garby, and I'll fix this old girl once and for all.
Deal.
Here you go.
Once I've finished my ale and you're away to bed, I'll have it fixed up like new. Or at least like it was before the rats had their way with her.
Thanks, Mr. Dwarf.
So that'll be available for tomorrow.
Don't mention it.
right.
She is here! It is the little guardsman who spoke to Princess Desdemona and secured the union of the Sprawl and the Kingdom of Petrard.
Spoke to who and did what now?
My dear child, don't be shy. Princess Desdemona told Prince Phineas, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, that it was your honeyed words that helped her decide to do the right thing. We must celebrate with a bottle of fine Petrardian Vizzy. Oh, barkeep!
I'm 12. I can't drink alcohol.
Poppycock, who told you that? Most highborn Petrardians have their first taste of Fizzy long before they're your age.
It's sulfuric.
That seems problematic.
Perhaps. However, now I must prepare to perform the Petrardian national anthem in celebration on my trusty bugle. But first, I must do my vocal womps. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
And that's my cue to leave.
Oh, I should have taken the bugle. That's where they keep the good stuff. We already looked at that. Okay, here's...
Today's cocktail special is... not relevant to you, Lil. Sorry. And we just ran out of milk. Sorry again.
Well, that's helpful.
Lil, can you be on the lookout for a health inspector? They can look like anybody. How about you whistle if you think you've identified one?
I can't whistle.
Well, then scream health inspector at the top of your lungs.
That's inconspicuous.
I'll see what I can do.
You know, I wonder if the rats have complained yet. Okay, anyone else? No one else? I think I've done everything. All right. Ending day 6.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Yep. Hit the hay. Edward, the official officiant, was officially offered the gig to preside over the royal wedding. On the one hand, he felt he had struck gold, with this being his very first professional opportunity to try his hand at the thing he'd set his sights on a few hours before. On the other hand, his utter lack of basic competency made him nervous that he might make a critical mistake in front of so many high-ranking and well-armed individuals. At times like this, Edward would remember the words his parents told him as a child. Edward, we don't care what you do in life, just don't become an amateur children's birthday party magician. So no matter how poorly it went, at least Mom and Dad would be pleased. Articulous Flamehands panicked at the discovery of the contents of the lever he'd been charged to deliver to the Mages Guild and raced home to his tower. Once safe behind the magical wards, he conjured a ferret to eat the letter so no one else could be burdened with the truth of what the Mages Guild was planning for the sprawl. Sadly, because he knew he lacked the strength or skill to continue while burdened with the disturbing information, he cast a selective memory spell on himself, causing the mage to completely forget about the letter and its contents forever. With the wave of his wand and a muttered incantation, Articulus became blissfully ignorant once again. But do you know who didn't forget the letter? The ferret Articulus conjured to eat the evidence. The surprisingly literate animal managed to catch quite a bit of it before he polished the papers off. How was he supposed to live with its ferret life now, knowing what it knows? Sure, it was only a foot-long, charismatic little predator with the body of a chubby weasel, but he was no chicken. The ferret knew it could inspire others to take up arms at his side, not just rodents and mucilid warriors, but the sky creatures too. With their combined strength and superior numbers, they could easily conquer anything the Mages Guild would throw at them, and the sprawl would be saved. Step 1, regurgitate the letter. Unfortunately, the sound of the retching ferret caught the attention of Articulus. Thoroughly mind-wiped, the mage had zero recollection as to why he'd conjured the ferret in the first place, but he was damn sure it wasn't so it could throw up on his nice rug. The mage unsummoned the ferret before it could get the contents of its stomach up, and as a result, the fate of the sprawl remained uncertain. Chuck, the ignitic goblin, walked through the gates of the sprawl and disappeared. Either he had gone completely unnoticed or was adept at losing anyone who would seek to follow. His fate is yet unknown. Iris Lapidary, the ice sculptor, did not reach the refrigerated storage depot at the palace before the hot sun's rays significantly deformed her masterpiece. However, upon removing its protective sheet, she had to admit that from certain angles, her melted work had become quite stunning example of the Caledarian new Baccha-esque movement. She wasn't sure how her work would be perceived and the next day, so to distract herself, she made her way to her favorite club in the little Ogretown neighborhood that catered to females of all species who tended to have rad, spiky haircuts, badass tattoos, copious piercings, and who loved to dance the night away while listening to dwarven heavy metal music. Oddly specific clientele. The devil. The demon had never seen a creature like the Lil Guardian that appeared before him that day. She did not understand a word he was saying, and at last she disappeared for a long time. He could do it without any experience, if we're being honest. He was having a rough day, and it certainly wasn't made any better by some girl interrupting him at intervals so he could get on with his day. Some nerves.